Hello students, Jai Hind, Vande Mataram. Once again welcome back to your class Ravisirjee Maths, the easiest and finest way to learn the concepts of mathematics from standard 9 to 12. Students, in our today video lesson, we are going to learn about inverse of a function. What is inverse of a function? So first of all, we will see the definition of inverse of a function, then we will go through the property of inverse of a function, and then taking few examples, we will check that the given function having inverse or not. Okay students, so let us see over here. What is the inverse of function? A function that inverse another function. A function that inverse another function, right? If the function f, the standard definition in short you can write what? A function that inverse another function is known as inverse of function. So in short you can write what? A function that inverse another function is known as inverse of function. If the function f, what is function f, applied to an input x and give the result y, then applying its inverse function g to y gives the result x and vice versa. In short students, you can write f of x applying a input x over, you are getting y, in which case if g of y is equal to x, in that case you can say that f of x and g of y are inverse to each other as per the statement. A function that inverse another function means here function f inverse to g. So what are the properties of inverse function? If g is the inverse of f, then f is also inverse of g. It means if you are inversing f, you are taking the inverse of f, you are getting g. So you are taking the inverse of g, you will get what? F. One function have a inverse. How can you check that? The given function is 1, right? Then you can say that that function is inverse function. If f and g are inverse of each other, then both are 1 and 1 function, right students? If two functions are inverse to each other, it means those functions are 1 function. If f and g are inverse to each other, then composition of these function f to g and g to f will be equal, right? If f and g are inverse of each other, f and g are inverse of each other, then the domain of f, what is the equal to the range of g. Domain of f is equal to range of g, means the elements will be 1 correspondence. The range of f is equal to the domain of g. Understood students? So inverse of inverse function, if you are inversing of inverse function, you are getting the original function. So let us see with example over here students. So in very first question, you will have to check whether the functions have inverse or not. So just we will have to check all these things. If we are here is applied, then you can say that the given function is one inverse function. If it is not applying, so you can say that these functions are not one inverse function. So students, first of all you can see that the function having input 1 2 3 4, the output is 10. Suppose this is like a set A and this is set of element B. So you are applying the function over here having input 1 2 3 4. In all the case you are getting 10. Is it possible? No, because 1 function have inverse. 1 function have inverse. Is it 1 function? No. So you can say that the given function is not having not inverse. Reason whether the function have inverse, so no inverse. Next is g, having function g, you are putting the input 5 6 7 8, you are getting the output 1 2 3 4, right student? So suppose this is a set of element, this is another set of element, 5 6 7 8, so 1 2 3 4, right student? So here 5 to 4, what you are getting? 5 to 4, 6, input is 6, output is 3, input is 6, output is 3, input is 7, output is 4, input is 7, output is again 4, input is 8, output is 2. So here you can see that these elements are not 1-1 correspondence. So if these elements are not 1-1 correspondence, so there will be no inverse, because first of all we will have to check that the given function is 1-1 or not. If the given function is 1-1, then you can say that it having inverse. If it is not so, so it is not an inverse function. So next one is, suppose this set of element a and b, these are 2 3 4 5, here is 7 9 11 and 13, 2 to 7, right? 2 to 7, input is 3, output is 9, input is 3, output is 9, input is 4, output is 11, input is 5, output is 13. So these are 1-1, so 1-1 function, so it have inverse, right students? It having inverse. So how you can write the inverse of this function? So h inverse, that will be inversed, so you can write what, like 7 9 11 13 2 2 3 4 5, 2 3 4 5. So you can write the inverse of function. H inverse will be what? 7 to 9 3, then 4 11, so 11 4, 5 13, 13 and 5, sorry, 13 and 5. Okay students, here we are completing today's video lesson. I hope you have understood. For more video lesson of this chapter, keep watching.